Hi class. As you continue to build on these topics, especially as you get into inference here in statistics, it's going to be really important that you start to make connections where you can across different topics, going back to previous chapters or ideas. And one of the ways that you can do this is actually provided for you here in your chapter review assignments. Specifically, I'm showing you one here for chapter 7. So you have this summary video that walks you through what's called the mind map. And if you haven't already been using these, printing them, or writing them out yourself and making your own notes, I do encourage you to do so, because these mind maps are going to come in very handy whenever we start to look at bigger picture ideas in statistics. Now, I also want to show you an additional resource that specifically focuses on right here, interpreting area under the normal curve and finding that area or working backwards as well. So let me bring up that picture. So what you see here are two pictures of this foldable that I created using an idea from a website called StatMedic. And all you have to do is just take a regular piece of paper, fold it in half, and in particular for this chapter and this particular objective, I saw that there were, really 4 ways here that we were using area under a normal curve, and that could be that we know the value of x and we're trying to find the area to the left, the area to the right, maybe the area between 2 x values, or we're given the area and we're asked to work backwards to find x. So what you see on this next picture is where I've taken one of these, for instance, this one right here, area to the left, and I've cut along that between those different options there, and I'm placing here some information for me to keep track of. How do I do this process? Because there's going to be lots of things here that you're going to end up knowing how to do by the time you finish this course, either in the calculator, StatCrunch, by hand, however that may be. Although you already know, I'm going to tell you to either use the calculator or StatCrunch whenever you can. So you may want to include here instructions about how to do that. Me personally, whenever I'm doing inference types problems, I typically tend to use the TI-84, especially if I'm given summary statistics. So that's what I've included right here. There are the TI-84 instructions, as well as the by hand instructions, just in case, if I want to remember how did I first develop this. And on the other side of that flap, when you open it up, you can make it your own. So you may choose here to put an example, a particular example. You could draw out a little screenshot or something like that of what were the calculator instructions. If you did this digitally, maybe you could even paste in here a picture of your calculator. Or you may want to include the StatCrunch instructions if you are still kind of flipping back and forth between those two technologies. So as you decide to use something like this or develop your own foldable resource, if you have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out. You might want to also ask your classmates if they're doing a foldable. You can use our discussion forum space to do that if you like, and let me know how it goes.